citizens of the world, welcome back to Humankind. And today we're going to be checking out a number of things in Humankind in its released form. That's right, I've got an early look at Humankind. And of course, we get to look at ourselves in the game a bit more as well. And if you didn't know, we're checking out a whole bunch of Humankind stuff today. I'm gonna split up to a number of videos, some shorter, some longer. So we're gonna cover one thing here, right in this video. But just go to gamersacc.com/humankind and it'll take you to the playlist where you can see all of our Humankind videos, especially all this stuff around just at the time of release of the game, because I think the game is releasing tomorrow. Okay, so in this particular video, I want to check out something that's been embargoed for until now, which is under my profile and our avatar. Now, I've got a custom avatar. I've got my own little thing going, but that's a special case. Everyone's going to be able to create their own stuff. And if you look at the change your avatar, you'll see there's a number of things we can change. There's identity, there's face, there's brow, there's eyes, there's noses, there's mouths, there's skin, there's hair, there's facial hair, and there's costume. So we're going to be checking out these things, and if I click on change your avatar, you're going to see there's a number you can look at here. There's some which we do know from before. Edgar and Lucy are here, Victor are here, but the rest of this, Boudica, Ancestor, they're down here. But you can see the range of characters here. I think they don't necessarily all have names, right? And you can actually rotate them around, look at that. So this is one. We're just gonna browse through a few of the possibilities in terms of character creation here, so we can see the variety that we can get. Because one big difference from Humankind to Civilization is that Civilization is about historical figures, you know. Whereas Humankind is more about your own personal journey. So we can see there's a lot of variety here. You can create pretty much whoever you want. We remember some of these as the AIs from before. And then a lot of new faces as well. Right? Good. Nice. Alright, now all of these things are, of course, modifiable. So for example, we can change the identity of our avatar. And I like that they use the word identity. So there's skin tones from very pale. Actually, this is a kind of gradient with two. Yeah, I'm color theory. Okay, good. So you can pick your skin color, body type, personality, cruel, explosive, inspirational, passionate, thoughtful, or vengeful. So these characters you create have a personality type because you can share the characters you create with your friends and with anyone, really. So you can create yourself and then share it with people around you, which is pretty cool. And also that means people can actually create historical figures and then share those as, oh, this is my, Theodore Roosevelt sort of thing, right? And I suppose the best one will be the most popular. In terms of the facial profile, there's a lot to choose from. A little tricky picking a facial profile from a set like this, but I suppose it's either this or I don't know if there's a better UI for choosing this. But you can see you can have wider jaws, bigger jowls, pointed chin, square jaws, and so on. You get the idea. In terms of brows, we get to pick a number of brows. Decent options, okay. There's not so much to the point, as far as I can tell, customization of like the height of the brow and things like that. But you can pick brow type. Select the eyes of your avatar. We've got eye color. So, yeah, okay, brown, blue, yes, green, gray. The blue does really pop. Eyes, okay, we get to pick, I suppose this has brow height, basically. The eyes include the brow. So, instead of sliders, there's basically certain parts of the face which you pick presets. But the presets are broken down to quite a lot of categories. So, there's this. you can see it's got quite a lot of options. In terms of noses, yep, we've got pretty much every nose you would need. That's a lot of noses, actually. Lots of noses, right? Great. Mouths. Now, how much... Okay, yeah, there's lots of unhappy faces, but keep in mind the character's not emoting so much right now. Actually, I think... Does the character change their emote? Like, what they're doing based on... No, I think the character's just kind of interested. Now, there are skin options here, where there are skin conditions, which provide quite a lot of options. Age, so there's, I suppose, younger to older. Okay. And no, cancel that. Okay, scars. So by default, this character had the one eye scarred, but okay. Or just a big. Oh, that's. Ooh. Some of these seem pretty painful, but okay, you get scars. Let's go with that one. Battle wound, hairstyle. We've got haircut color, and we've got. Pretty decent range. You can go for pure white, black, browns, reds, blondes, grays. Good. Haircuts. There's a pretty decent amount of selection here. If there's a scroll bar, it's quite a lot. You know, I actually prefer this big graph and browsing through it like this. Rather than some RPGs that we've been playing recently where they put these hairstyles onto a slider and then you're just going from 1 to 27 on a slider, and it's like, okay, I liked hairstyle number 13. Like, this one, it just gives you them all at a glance visually, and you can pick the one you want. It takes a little getting used to, but then I think you can find the one you want. We can go for balding if you want. But there's actually a pretty decent amount here in terms of styles, right? Yeah, pretty decent amount. So next is facial hair. There is facial hair color, which can be different, or you can just throw on all of these facial hairs like that. To note, there is no limitation on who can have what. Your character is your character, so just pick what you want and go with it. And then the avatar's costume color. Oh, I didn't realize there was highlighted colors, because you get a color from playing a certain player in the game. There's a player color, but I guess this allows you to customize it further, which is nice. It adds a touch of personalization. Now, keep in mind the costume color isn't gonna. Like, your costume changes through the game based on the culture you pick, so you can't just pick a color based on the current outfit. You gotta pick something that's gonna look good with everything, or just your brand sort of thing. So let's go with black, right? So that is the avatar, but you're not done yet. There is also more on the personality side. There's the... let's cancel... let's close without saving. Let's cancel that. Go back to me. Under the AI persona, there's a few things. There's archetypes, strengths, and biases, right? There's a number of things here. So under archetypes, these are, it pretty much defines the AI's playstyle. Leadership can be cruel, balanced, or benevolent, and it does say I've not unlocked this element yet, so there does seem to be an unlocking thing. This is under leadership. Integrity, there's traitorous, balanced, or loyal. So basically, there's balance in the middle. So integrity can go from traitorous to loyal. Conflict resolution can be pacifist to militarist. Audacity can be from careful to risk-taking. Temperance can be impulsive to cool-headed. Planning can be adaptive or committed. Sociability can be an introvert or extrovert. And tolerance can be hateful or open. Trust can be wary or trusting, and resentment can be vindictive or forgiving. Now, all of these change how this character is going to behave. Under strengths, we might have noticed in previous open dev plays, the enemy AI has had certain bonuses, right? And you get to pick 2 strengths, and there's all sorts of things like Militarist gives +1 combat strength on unit on the tile. Now, +1 combat strength doesn't sound like a lot, but we did the calculations before. If you have 10 units on both sides, and one side, all of the units have 6 combat strength, and one side, all of them have 5 combat strength. The difference is, one side will be completely wiped out, leaving all of the units on the other side at half health. Right? It is literally 100% survival rate to 0% survival rate. That's without tactics, right? But 1 combat strength difference is huge. So something like that, that's huge, right? +1 food on farmers' quarters, this could get you a big population boost. Plus industry, plus 100% money gained per ransack, right? So these can really play into a lot of certain cultures' playstyles. Like if you go pillager and then pick, for example, a raiding, ransacking culture, then it could stack and be huge. +5 influence on cultural wonders, minus 10% attachment costs, right? So you can pick sort of what you like here. Plus 50% money on vassals. Now, vassals provide a lot of money. Plus 50% there is huge. Now, you might be thinking a lot of these are overpowered. And the developers did sort of say that they're not trying to absolutely perfectly balance the game, because I think they said there's hundreds of thousands, millions of culture combinations and strengths and archetypes and biases and stuff like that. It's basically practically uncountable. So it's impossible to balance everything perfectly. But I suppose if someone finds something that is a little bit too strong, they could go in and patch that later. But for now, at a glance, none of these seem particularly overpowered. Some feel powerful, but I suppose it depends on your playstyle as well. +2 combat strength on unit if rented army. Fast mercenaries, basically. +1 movement point on units, right? That's just a good, a great bit of game design is when everything feels overpowered and it's somehow balanced. So hopefully it is all balanced. Now, under biases, this is more to do with the AI's personality, right? Hipster. They favor ideological positions that are the least taken by other empires. So, it's an agenda sort of system. Stubborn. They keep their first culture the whole game. We've met some AIs like this in the past where, they never changed culture. It's because they had the stubborn bias attached to them, right? There's, Pilgrims tend to space out their outposts, or Megalopolis is one city to control them all. Some of these, by the way, are exclusive, right? So like these 4, hold on, if I turn that off. So if I select Megalopolis, we can't pick these, because obviously you can't be one city to control them all, tends to space out outposts. That's not, you can't do both. So some of them are mutually exclusive. So like, this one, they focus developing a strong navy on coastal cities. Obviously, you can't do that if you only have one city. Personally, I just pick the ones that I tend to go for. I like to have one city in this game, and Avenger. They retaliate until extermination of the aggressor. I think we've proven that is sort of what we do in our previous plays. But my personality may change after a while. And just to finish off this screen. There's trophies. They happen to be here on the profile screen. So these are things that we've done in the game. I've only done a little bit of a test so far when recording this video. And you can see there's a whole bunch of trophies. Everyone loves trophies, don't they? Unless you're collecting all the Riddler trophies, that's... Okay, but that's basically the profile screen, avatar creation, and AI persona for your character, which you can explore and check that out soon. This is a custom model, by the way. Certain creators on YouTube and Twitch have these things set up. I should be able to share this somehow once the game fully releases, so you can follow on twitch.tv/GamerZack or just subscribe here on YouTube, youtube.com/GamerZack, to find out how we're gonna be sharing me, and then you can fight me. But also, I think if I go to community, yeah, here, just a little thing. Under the community tab, there's Amplitude's AI personas. So these are the ones Amplitude made, and I'm here at normal. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I'm not a pro gamer, but I have fun. And they put me as loyal, militarist, introvert, and my strengths are braggart. Plus 20% fame bonus. yeah, okay. There's Mabazir. I haven't unlocked everyone, but these are the official ones they've made. I saw Midas, Beowulf, Agamemnon, Boudica, Ancestor, and all of that. These are presets. There's Victor, there's Lucy. So yeah. That's the characters and avatars and AIs and all of that. Be sure to go to gamezack.com/humankind. It takes you to the YouTube playlist for all the Humankind videos and watch through everything. All right? Or just click the buttons on the screen right now. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you found this interesting, and let's go check out something else in Humankind. All right? I'll see you there.